But we begin tonight with a shattered family in court, all there to see a woman face charges in the tragic birthday party crash that killed two children. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. The suspect faced her arraignment and the raw emotions of the victims' families. 66-year-old Marcella Chittister of Newport is charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of operating while intoxicated causing death, and 4 counts of OWI causing serious injury.
Relatives of the family, who will never be the same after this, shared their profound heartbreak in court. 7 News Detroit reporter Brett Cash joins us now with what's being called a very unusual arraignment. Brett?
Yeah, Carolyn, it was very unusual. I spoke to a number of former judges on the phone today, and many said that they've never seen an arraignment like this with so much emotion and testimony from family members of the victims. That rarely happens in an arraignment, but today the judge allowed it.
I had to see my deceased niece and nephew. I had to see their very last moment.
Heartbreaking moments inside a Monroe County courtroom. The judge letting families and friends of the victims address the court and the defendant.
She took my grandbaby from us.
There's no justifying what she did to my family. There's none.
The 66-year-old driver, Marcella Chittister, accused of driving her car under the influence into a boat club hosting a children's birthday party, killing 2 young siblings, 8-year-old Alana Phillips and 4-year-old Zane Phillips. Several others were injured, including the siblings' older brother and mother.
I had to be the one to tell my sister her babies were gone when they removed her ventilator yesterday. She said, "How am I supposed to live without my babies?"
The emotions on display, extremely rare for an arraignment hearing, usually very straightforward.
Have you ever seen an arraignment like that, where there's testimony like that?
No, I haven't. The arraignment actually felt more like a sentencing hearing.
Adam Wright is a law professor at the University of Detroit Mercy Law School.
The Michigan Constitution provides a right to victims to know about the arraignment and to attend any kind of hearing. But the decision about whether they speak is entirely up to the judge.
It's very rare, very rare. And but this is a different type of case.
Former Wayne County Judge Craig Strong says he has let victims testify during arraignments before and feels it's important in certain cases.
Normally it's done at the time of sentence, but because of the circumstances of this case, with the number of victims, the children that were killed, the sadness and grief of the families, I think the judge showed a lot of compassion in allowing them to share their feelings.
In this case, the judge allowed multiple family members in person and over Zoom to testify, leading to some interruptions and back and forth with the defense attorney who claimed his client wasn't drunk but had a seizure.
Why do you keep going? Not hitting no brake or turn.
Because sometimes you have a seizure and your legs freezes up.
Your Honor, there is no indication whatsoever in any of the evidence that we have uncovered in this case that the defendant suffered from a seizure at the time of this incident. In fact, quite the opposite.
And the prosecutor went on to say the defendant blew significantly over the legal limit on a breathalyzer. The defense said they hope to have blood results in by the end of the week. And in the end, the judge went with the prosecution's request of a $1.5 million bond. In the studio, I'm Brett Cast, 7 News Detroit.
All right, thank you so much, Brett. A GoFundMe account for the family has surpassed its goal of $215,000. The money will be used for funeral expenses for the children and will be used to help with medical expenses for Mariah and her oldest son.